So, as you all might know, the election is not over with, although they're saying that Joe Biden has won the election. I don't think it's so easy. I think it's going to be a little bit. So hold tight for all the Trump supporters that are saying, this is bloody murder. I can't believe this is happening. Come on, really? Come on, man. Here's the deal. Number one, it's a coup attempt. Okay, anybody that has half a brain that knows history, this is a coup attempt. I'm sorry, but all these Biden supporters that sit there and say that Donald Trump is a loser. Okay, I understand that. I'm apolitical. I'm a political atheist. I don't believe in any party. I probably come close to believing in maybe Barry Goldwater's conservatism in the 60s. That's how far back I go. I'm old school. Okay? Donald Trump's not a conservative, by the way. He's like left. He's just not as. He's like Jimmy Carter in 1978 when I was born. Okay, he's just not as bad as AOC or the Squad. Okay, that's why people like him. All right, so let's get that straight first. So, 200,000 votes just magically appear with no votes for Trump in Michigan and Pennsylvania. Another 300,000 votes magically appear. Hey, it's magic. It's called quantitative voting, meaning, like quantitative easing. You just print more money to, let's just print more money. They're just printing more balances that come in. And I understand when people say, well, they need to all be counted. Bullshit. Number one is that we've known COVID's been around for almost, what is it now, 11 March, let's see here, 8 months now, or 7 months. And you mean to tell me you can't get your stuff in before the election day? If you got a ballot in June or July or even, September or October, you can't mail it in? You're that stupid? I don't know. I'll have to mail them in. And by the way, on a side issue, I'm in training today for a job, and I train. It's a better job. And the lady thought she was going to go vote for Obama last night. I didn't say anything because I didn't want to be mean and things like that. But this is how stupid our voter base is. They're so dumb. And that's why they do whatever the hell they want, because they know that woman probably is like sitting there going, well, she said, I forgot today because I got my hair done. I love it. I got to get my hair done. You know what? What I wanted to say was, hey, you know what? Yeah, absolutely. Not even knowing what president's in power. She thought he was going against Mitt Romney. This isn't 2012, sweetheart. This is 2020. And nobody said anything. I wanted to, but it was like my first day, and I'm like, I'm not going to say anything. I'm like sitting there trying not to laugh. This poor girl. And because I really, what I wanted to do is, here's the issues. You should go look this up. This is what Joe Biden stands for. This is what Donald Trump stands for. This is Joe Jorgensen stands for. That's what I wanted to do, but I can't do that. I'm at work. But that's like, this is the policies that they stand for. Whatever works for you is what you would want in a civic process when you go vote. But people that vote literally are more concerned about getting their hair done. So God is going to punish us. Okay, there's no doubt about it. We deserve it. Hey, I get it. 80 million abortions. God has put up with us for enough. It's kind of like Moses and Israel. And if you're not religious, I don't care. I'm going to say it, but it's a great story. You got these people that got out of Egypt. They got out of abject slavery, and they whine and moan and complain about, I have to do all this. And God just said, that's it. You guys are going to go wander in a freaking wilderness for 40 years, and you are never going to go to the promised land. That's what he's probably going to do to us, because you want to know why? We're not doing crap about it. We want to moan, well, I have to go vote. It's hard. Or I have to work 2 jobs. Or I have to stand up for freedom. It's hard. Or I have to do this. It's hard. God's like, you know what? I wash my hands. I'm done. Can't do it anymore. You're never going to the promised land. And your kids will go, but you never will. That's what he's going to do. Because he's just like, look, these people will put up with anything. He's like, where's the fighting spirit of liberty? That is Jesus Christ. Where is it? It's not anywhere. The pastors are apostate. They don't even care. They cower in fear. They bend over and take it like a cuckold husband. I mean, I don't mean to make it graphic, but it's literally that bad. And I'm sitting here. I love my country. I love America. Greatest country on God's green earth, where you can fail 25 times and be a success the 26th time. That's the United States. Do we have our problems? You better believe it. But you know what? We strive to be better. And guess what? With freedom and liberty creates decadence. It creates slovenliness. And that's when corruption takes over. It's cyclical. We're just on a down period of the cycle. And that's what happens. Will the Republic survive? I would say that probably not. I would say probably unless we change the generation born in 1990. Well, not 1998. That's too late. They're gone. They're gone. They're 22. You want to go after the people born in 2010. 2007 to 2015 is the ones you want to go after. And I'm not talking about underage people. I'm talking the means of teaching them right from wrong. That generation, the generation after that, you have to work towards. If not, the Republic's gone. We're done. We can sit here. Well, Trump's gonna win. We're gonna fight it. We're gonna fight it with everything. We're gonna win. We're gonna win. We're gonna fight. Got $28 trillion in debt. 60% of businesses have closed up. But we have the greatest stock market. And make sure you wear that mask. If you don't wear that mask, you're a murderer. Why do we put up with this shit? Who the fuck made these people God? They're not God. And here's the deal. Like Joe Biden would say. We selected Joe Biden. The guy can't even talk. I'll lead an effective strategy to trim pressure. If I was a salesman and I said that in a sales meeting, they would tell me, like, Brian, you're on a performance improvement plan, and if you do that again, you're going to be fired. You need to call the employee assistance plan or the hotline to get help mentally. That's what they would say to me. But Joe Biden, hell, he can steal trillions of dollars, and his son can do crack and smoke and have sex with underage girls, and nobody gets in trouble. But if you have your mask on below your fucking nose, you will not do that, or you're fired. What the fuck is wrong with you people? We're the fucking men. We're the men's balls. Get some fucking testicles. I don't mean to be gross, but man, seriously, man up, get mad. I'm not talking about like beating people up. I'm not talking about like get that fighting spirit. I'm not talking about anger. Like, yes, I got Jesus inside of me. I got Christ inside of me, fiery and alive with love and liberty and just beauty and just amazing things that I've been created to do. We're going to be led by a hologram in a basement. Now, I thought that Don John from Manhattan was bad enough. Don John Manhattan, at least he's the president. He acts like the president. He's not a puppet. I love him, hate him, whatever. He's at least the president. First one since probably Bush Sr. that was actually the president. People will put up with anything. Anyways, I'm off on a tangent. Already 8 minutes in. Oh, sorry, I probably have COVID. I'm just joking. Don't say it. Give me 1 second. So, this is a coup attempt. What's going to happen? I'm going to give you kind of a rundown what's going to happen. This isn't a message of happiness and positivity and Coke song. If you want to do that, turn off the channel and go to the channels where you see the women that haven't hit the wall yet and are wearing stuff. You can barely see their tits coming out on YouTube or something like that. If you want to watch that, go right ahead. That's totally fine. I get it. I do that sometimes too because I want to see what fantasy really is like. And that's totally cool. That's fine. So, there's been coup attempts in this country. A lot of people don't realize that because they're too busy getting their hair done. But there's been coup attempts every 60 to 80 years in this country. 1775, the Britons tried to take the guns and conquered. Coup attempt. The founders put their livelihoods and their treasure and blood and sweat and tears on the line. And by the way, the Bill of Rights by James Madison, that's what created all this fucking wealth and why we're all spoiled right now. That is going away. We got a Second Amendment because we could just use our guns. Dude, I hate to be mean, but I'm going to be mean. This is 2020. This isn't 1946. They've got supersonic weapons. They've got neutron weapons where they can go ahead and just give somebody a heart attack in 5 days and go, okay, you're dead. Well, we'll take your guns. They don't need the guns because they can just, you're gone. Oh, let's give 20% to 100% raising cancer. You're dead. We're in Buck Rogers land, okay? And that's the problem. Freedom of speech. Social media. Number one, social media should not be this big. It should not be bigger than any country or any corporation or government. And number one thing that really pissed me off about Trump is he has not gone after him. Oh, we're gonna, here's the deal. We're gonna go after him for Section 230. Dude, it's a public utility. Where they can censor you if they don't like you, or if they don't like what you say, or it might violate. But you can have Antifa on there going on there saying, we're going to kill this guy or whatever. Oh, that's okay. But if you even say, you know what, Michigan's going for this person. No, you're blocked. Or you say, who's another one I always the last time I was on Twitter, I got blocked for good. Chrissy Teigen. And I just said, you know what, she made this comment how she liked little boys, and I was pissed off. I just like, really? And I just said, you know what you are? You're a effing butterface. And like, that means need to be explained, family show. I'm just saying, butterface is basically, your face is like, ugh, but the body is great. I got blocked twice for that because I called her that. I thought it was funny. I got 45 likes for the one comment and like 1,000 likes for the other one. It was hilarious. Because she blocked me twice and reported me. And I was dying. I'm like, this woman is worth like $500 million with, what's his name? John Legends of Zelda, whatever his name is. What's his name? John Legend. Okay. I don't even know. The guy looks like he's white, but he's black. I don't know. He's like mixed. Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't even look black. Not that there's anything wrong with that. He just looks like this vanilla black guy. I don't know. It's weird. He seemed like he was mixed race. That's fine. I don't care. I mean, like I said, I love all races, creeds, and colors. I just thought that was interesting. So there's that, and the censorship there, and then the censorship with Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all that stuff. Demonetizing platforms. The only platforms that are now are like literally ones that talk about building stuff or, whatever. If you even talk about politics and you even mention Donald Trump, they ban you or deplatform you, or if it's somebody else, they just deplatform you. Total Chinese censorship. See, they didn't have that in place in 2016. That's why Trump won. There was still fraud involved. He probably would have won 400 electoral votes. But I digress. Now I'm just giving you what I see. Civil War was done to basically create the 16th Amendment and get rid of states' rights from the South. And a lot of people realize that, the Civil War was a good thing. They were about to end slavery in the 1830s, but the South, with the British, wanted to keep it going because it was profitable for the British. That's why the Civil War was fought. It wasn't fought over slavery. It's over business. And if I say that, you're a racist. No, I'm not racist. By the way, there's no such thing as racism. Any kind of ism is just something that you make up. It doesn't solve the problem. You're playing a victim. I don't play a victim, okay? I've been called fat. I've been called Polak. I've been called cracker. I've been called donkey. I mean, I am an ass sometimes, but I don't have one. Ask the people that know me. I don't have an ass. I have what is called Asenol's disease. It means that I don't have an ass. I might have to get butt boobies. That's my thought on it. What do you think? The people that do know me. Do I need butt boobies? Anyways, I digress. So, yeah, absolutely. So that was the Civil War. And then The Federal Reserve Act was another coup attempt in 1913 to basically take all of the power from the purse, from the representative form of government, and that was passed fraudulently and signed into law on Christmas Eve, 1912 or 1913, by Woodrow Wilson. That was a coup attempt, and they won, but it wasn't like a major coup attempt. It was like, let's just frog in the pot. 1933, 34, Smedley, Major General Smedley Butler was brought to an island, and basically the elite wanted him to be a fascist dictatorship with 100 top corporations, that you're going to be in charge of everything. He went to the McCormick-Dickstein Committee and actually exposed the elite and actually told them what they were trying to do. He is an actual patriot. He also has a book that's called War is a Racket by Major General Smedley Butler. Amazing read. I would definitely recommend it. The guy was awesome. Now that was a man, okay? Like, they went to tell him about fascist dictatorship and say, well, how much can I have if I say yes? Like some of these people are doing now. He's like, I'm going to the committee, I'm doing this. JFK assassination. JFK was assassinated in 1963. That was another minor coup attempt where basically Lyndon Johnson was sworn in 45 minutes later, told the whole story. It was one gunman, and the phone lines were down for an hour to not get their stories crossed. Yeah, I mean, Kennedy was killed by a lot of different people. Basically, the reason why he was he wanted to end the Federal Reserve. If you go after the banks, they're going to kill you. If you create your own currency against that, they're going to have you killed because they don't like competition. Remember, John D. Rockefeller always said before he died in the 1930s, he said that competition was a sin. And but he would always say, save your pennies, or I'll give you a dime, if you're a good boy. Well, back then, now a dime, that silver is actually worth a lot of money, but not back then. So that's what's going on with that. Now, as far as the 1960s, 70s, 71 was another minor coup attempt where we went off the Bretton Woods system, the gold standard. That's where I said that's the end. If you look at economic history, because I'm an economics major, macroeconomics, I can tell you that was a major, major thing. And any fiat currency not backed by anything goes to zero eventually. They can't hold it on much longer. They could sit there and say, yeah, we could paper over. We could, sell the soul of the fifth generation down from this generation right now, 100 years from now. We've got 500-year bonds. We've got 1,000-year bonds. There's no end to what shit they'll peddle. It's all a bunch of BS. And then, of course, the 2008 financial panic was another coup attempt where the banks would take receivership of of course, 401ks to break down the wealth of the country even further. But that was a major one because it basically evaporated $17 trillion of the economy. Ding! Oh, that's terrible. For them, it's not, because they just bought everything up for pennies on the dollar. Just like the people that bought the what do they call these venture capitalists that, by the way, should have syphilis for Christmas because they could feel the pain that they're giving to the average American that we feel every year for paying increased rents and the interest rate apartheid, where a normal average person's paying 30% on a credit card, but you banksters and you private equity groups are sitting there raping the average person up the ass without Vaseline. 2 fingers, maybe even 3. Obama was just there to finish the fraud for the banksters' bailout. He was a puppet. A Harvard guy, intelligent, very, very educational. He was a constitutional scholar, which, I love these presidents now. They're ceremonial, but they'll sit there and give these executive orders. I'm totally against executive orders, by the way. I did not like when Trump said, oh, well, we're going to give an executive order. We're going to have $600 extra. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. That's not being a leader. A president's supposed to sign bills into law. That's all they're supposed to do. And command the Navy and the armed forces. That's all a president does. They're executive. It's really unimportant if you look at it. Now, when we get to the coup attempt that we're going at right now in 2020, COVID was needed as a pretext. Now, COVID is a real disease. It was released out of a lab in Wuhan. Not what Sausage and Meatball says, the governor of New York. His daddy, he was 30, like I said, Andrew Cuomo. Andy Cuomo, who was born on third base and thought he hit a home run if his daddy, Mario, wasn't the governor. It used to be the Tappan Zee Bridge. Now it's called the Mario Cuomo Bridge. I nerve of these people. Like, they think that they're better. Screw you. And Sausage and Meatball, the governor of New York, goes, no, it came from Italy. Yeah, it came from Italy. Yeah. And then you have Gretchen Whitmer, basically these governors that are basically following the UN directives. So is my Governor DeWine. I'm not happy with him. Voted for him in 2018. Thought he was a really good choice. He was a businessman. I believe him. I thought he was really good. He had a good history. I really was very happy when he got elected. But I'm not voting for him again at all. Hell, I might even run myself against him as an independent. Screw him. But I don't think that people realize that the governors, it's all choreographed, it's all together. The biggest mistake Donald Trump did was not rescind the emergency order when they opened back up on April 30th. If he would have done that, these governors wouldn't have held the hostage, they wouldn't have the mail-in ballots. Now, either A, Trump is too stupid to believe that or understand that, or he's part of the coup. Or he doesn't really know, or they led him the wrong way. I'm not saying he's part of the coup. He might be. It's a very long shot. I don't know if he is, but he's a good... The elite would like somebody like Donald Trump because he's a beautiful divider in the sense that he's very polaristic. And that's the thing. He's a good salesman. They love good salesmen. So Obama's a great salesman. I mean, hell, you like your doctor, you can keep your doctor. That was a load of shit. Or if you make more, or if you make less, $250,000, let me be clear. Whenever he says let me be clear, you know that your taxes are going up. Oh, no taxes. Taxes won't go up. We're all, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna agree to disagree. Joe Biden. But anyways, that's my terrible Obama impersonation. And he was there just to sell it off or whatever, things like that. So basically, with those things in place, COVID-19, and by the way, Fauci in January 2017 said, oh, believe me, we're going to have a surprise come by the end of his first term. And when he was at the NIH, I died laughing when I saw that this year. I was like, these people are... But see, they have to tell you what they're going to do. See, people sit there, guys especially. Women like their stories. Women like, home improvement shows. Decorating things, whatever, tiny home, great shows, don't get me wrong, but they're a fucking distraction. Not gonna lie to you, it's a bunch of bullshit. It's people that are fake as hell, that are just making a paycheck. They can care less. They can lacquer your ass for all they care. I read documents like you read tiny homes. I mean, I read white papers on Event 201 or Henry Kissinger's State Department Memorandum 200 where they want to starve out the third world, bring down the first world to size and abject poverty. And this was written in 1973. I know what I'm talking about. I'm not stupid. I might act stupid. I might do dumb things. But I'm not stupid. And what this is a coup attempt. Which brings me to the final point. What to prepare for. My gut feeling says that Trump has won this election fair and square. He probably would have won. I think that they should have had the vote in already. You're holding off for a week. You can't be doing that. That's any party. I thought Gore should have won the election in 2000. So I'm unbiased. That's not because he's a Republican or anything like that. I thought Gore should have won in 2000. What's going to happen? Now, Trump still is going to win. Okay, he's got the votes. He's going to go to the Supreme Court. He's probably going to win. Okay. they're going to gum up the works. And I mean, I'm telling you right now, folks, what's going to happen, what I think might happen, or what I think will happen. I don't think Trump's going to make it to the end of the year. I hope he does. I pray that he does. Joe Biden's going to declare he's the winner. Okay, they're going to declare he's the winner. Trump's going to not concede. After they declare that he's the winner, Trump's going to have a heart attack and die. That's a possible scenario. Again, disclaimer, I'm not saying that. That's one way, that's how they take leaders out. Another one would be poison them with like some atrazine or something like that. Strychnine, like a high dose of arsenic in food. That's why he eats McDonald's, because the french fries give him that golden glow. Come on. So he needs to watch a 6, and he needs to be moving all times if I was in the Secret Service. So he's staying in one place, he's a fucking sitting duck. Remember Kennedy. And I'm not saying this is a possibility, but that is a possibility. After they do declare for him, he's going to have a heart attack, or he's going to be, somebody's going to try to attempt to kill him, which would be awful. But I'm just saying, if that would happen, that's a possibility. If that doesn't happen, which is another scenario, they're going to crash the dollar. They're going to crash the stock market 15, 20,000 points. They're going to make your life so miserable. You're going to lose all your savings. You're going to lose everything. They will hold the country hostage until people are saying, no, just give it to Biden because I just lost $10,000. Or gas is $7 a gallon right now. You know, I can't afford to feed my baby. Do you think people are going to sit there and care if somebody wins an election when they're paying $7 a gallon of gas? No, just stop it, please. I don't care what happens to me. That's most people. And that they could do that too. Or there could be a more deadlier pandemic where it kills a lot more people. So those are 3 major scenarios that I think will happen. The last one would be Trump wins by the week because they just concede. He has enough blackmail on Biden to where he can literally go after Biden and his son to get him in prison. He could just say, look, clemency. I get the election. That could happen too. Anyways, prepare, pray to God, Buddha, whoever the fuck. And remember, technology might have a stronghold and they think that they're big and they're all this wonderful, great thing and you're never going to stop us, like Ray Kurzweil says. He's full of shit. The co-founder of Apple, Steve Wozniak, always said that an ant's brain is 10 zillion times better than any artificial intelligence. God created us because we are amazing machines, but we also have the human aspect. I'm betting on a human future. What say you? I'll talk to you soon.